Hey guys, Tola here on Tuesday, December 30th, 2014. It's also Top 10 Tuesday, so we're bringing you my top 10 movies of the year. Yeah, but first let's give a quick celebrity shout out to Kaylee Cuoco Sweeting. I mean, I love her. You guys know her from The Big Bang Theory. I mean, talk about setting a whole new standard for the Hollywood babe. I mean, she's all about being herself, right? I mean, we talked about this yesterday with Lady Gaga. I mean, I'm inspired by women and men who just put it out there and do it their way. I mean, she cooks for her husband 5 nights a week. I mean, she thanks her parents for helping her, making it in the business for sure. I mean, she's a natural. I mean, she even talks about how her breast implants gave her more confidence. So way to go, Kaylee. Keep up the great work and keep bringing home those $1 million paychecks. And on that note, let's go around the globe for the latest news. We're calling this first one, Bigger is Better. Did you guys hear about this? The highway researchers did a study over a 5-year period, right? And they found that teenagers from the ages of 15 to 17 who were killed in crashes died in cars that were 11 years old or older, and a third of those were driving smaller cars. I mean, why? Because teens drive smaller, older cars. Hey, they wouldn't be caught dead driving their father's old Cadillac rather. But remember, teens, bigger is better. Speaking of teens, how about the 2 kids off the coast of Australia? Sad story. Were attacked by a great white shark killed one of the boys, and he came back around going after the second kid. The kid stuck a spear gun in its mouth and shot him. I mean, talk about having the courage. Well, hey, now they're going after this great white. Talk about crazy. Going after a great white shark that's 13 feet long. It's like getting in your father's 1971 Pinto and getting rear-ended. Man, that just... All right, going over our final story. Talk about vintage cars. How about this story? 1967 Mustang. A Ford Mustang was recovered and given back to its proper owner 28 years after it was stolen. That's right, Linda Alsop's car was stolen in 1986, less than a year after she purchased it. And guess what? California Highway Patrol returned the car. She said it was like winning the lottery. Talk about winning the lottery. That car is valued between $15,000 and $50,000. So what's she going to do now? Yeah, she's going to put it on eBay and sell it to a 17-year-old. Not. All right, guys, let's bring it back to the Get Your Shit Together award because it got a pretty cool one today. It's the last one of the year. What are we talking about? The Get Your Shit Together award goes to the United States Congress. That's right, the Senate and the House of Representatives, primarily the Senate. What are we talking about? Well, there's good news around. For 21 states are raising the minimum wage. You guys know this. I mean, I'm a big proponent of raising the minimum wage. So is President Obama, who's trying to raise it to $10.10. That's the federal, but he's been stymied by the Senate, right? They 54, I guess the vote was 54 to 42 against it in April, so it's kind of getting hung up there. But what are we talking about? 29 states are going to be above that federal rate of $7.25. Talk about $7.25. I mean, at 40 hours a week, after taxes, that's about $1,000 a month. Nobody can live off of $1,000 a month. That's insane. So here we go. The Get Your Shit Together award, the last of the year, is going to the Republicans. Are holding this up because we really should raise the minimum wage. On that note, let's go over to the top 10 movies of the year, shall we? Because I reviewed 19 movies, as you know, with Tola Talks. There have been 19 reviews since we started, but I've probably seen about 60 or 70 movies this year. So here we go, counting them down from 10 to 1. Number 10, Jersey Boys. First, the Clint Eastwood movie. You guys know this. I mean, I really enjoyed that movie, especially if you're from Jersey. Number 9, 300, Rise of an Empire. I mean, what I loved about this movie was seeing Eva Green topless. I mean, you got to go check that out. Number 8, The Theory of Everything. Felicity Jones did an amazing job. Eddie Redmayne. I mean, that's a really good film. Go check that out. Number 7, The Identical. Way to go, Elvis, right? Blake Rain and Aaron Cottrell. Really, really enjoyed that movie. Number 6, Begin Again. Talk about falling in love. I fell in love with Keira Knightley. I mean, that girl can sing. Adam Levine's in there. Really, really good movie. Go see that, guys. Number 5, Interstellar, right? Big blockbuster with Matthew McConaughey. Really enjoyed that movie. Number 4, Wild with Reese Witherspoon. She was awesome. Probably wins the award. Number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy. Really love that with Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana. I mean, that's a really good movie. You guys got to go see that one if you haven't already. Number number 2 is Divergent. Shailene Woodley and Theo James, great chemistry. I mean, that starts off a little slow, but it just zooms to the end. I mean, love that film. Very heartfelt. And number 1, my favorite film of 2014, Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. Love that movie. I could watch that movie 10 times. Maybe I've seen that movie 10 times, but go check that out. Tom Cruise is at his best. Emily, she's awesome. So there you have it, guys. My top 10 films of 2014. Well, thanks for tuning in, and I'm Rich Tola. And remember, dreams do come true. But hey, what do I know?